All right. How do you know which side is side C? So everybody go label side C on the first example. Does it matter which side you pick for A and B? No. So what do y'all want the 3 to be? All right, write your formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I heard somebody say, isn't it 5? Because what did I teach y'all? A 3, 4, 5 triangle. Yes, but let's go over how to do it just in case. So I have 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. When you're solving for C, do you add or do you subtract? So you're going to add. So 3 squared plus 4 squared is? What is 3 squared plus 4 squared? 25. Did I find the answer for C, or did I find the area of the square over here? So what do I have to do to this?
Square root it.
Don't divide it, square root it. And the square root of 25 is 5. All right, the next example. How do you know which side is side C? So across from the right angle, this is side C. So this is A because they're telling me that's A, and this is B. So I have A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Am I solving for C? No. So am I going to add or am I going to subtract? All right, so here we go. I don't know A, so I have A squared. I have some people not even writing. A squared plus 24 squared equals 26 squared. I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to get A squared is, it's 100. I'm going to need y'all to use your calculators. This is 26 times 26 minus 24 times 24. You cannot do that in your head. You must use a calculator. All right, I get 100, and what am I going to do to that answer? Square root it. And the square root of 100 is 10. Okay, that is what we learned yesterday. Are there any questions? When do you add?
Whenever we're solving for C.
Solving for C. When do you subtract? When you're solving for the legs, A or B. All right, now let's look at some real life examples. Pretend that this is a door. And they want to know the length, because they're going to decorate this door, of the diagonal. A diagonal cuts something in half from one side to the other. Do y'all see the diagonal? So when you take a rectangle and you slice it in half from diagonal to diagonal, what does it actually make? 2 right triangles that are identical. Yes? So if this is 6, this is also 6. If this is 8, this is also 8. So you literally have 2 identical right triangles. Okay, what side is missing? C. So go solve it. It's going to be 10 because I taught you all the famous triangle of 6, 8. But we're going to do it just so we make sure everybody's good. So I have 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. Now you cannot say 6 plus 8. You must do 6 times 6 plus 8 times 8, which is 100. And what do I have to do to that answer? Which is 10. This last example is a real life example, and it was actually on the STAR test. So I want to make sure y'all see it multiple times and that you understand what it's asking for. Now, how many of you look at that picture and what do you see right away? I see a right triangle. Does everybody see it? Yes or no? Let's read it. It says, a 25-foot long ladder is set up against the side of a building. So everybody look, where's the ladder? Right here. Everybody agree? Yes or no? All right. The bottom of the ladder is 7 feet from the base of the building's wall. All the dimensions in the diagram are in feet. What is the total height of the building's wall? Now everybody look. This right here is the height of the triangle. But it stops right here. Do y'all agree? But the height of the wall keeps going. The wall is that entire thing. Does everybody understand? If I use Pythagorean Theorem, am I going to solve for the height of the whole wall?
No.
What am I going to solve for? I'm going to solve for the height from here to here. So how would I get the height of the entire wall?
25 squared minus 7.
No, don't. How would I'm going to solve for this. I'm going to solve for this, okay? Once I get this number, is that my answer? No, because they want the height from here all the way up to here.
You're going to add 8.
I'm going to have to add 8 back in. Does everybody understand that 8 is not part of the triangle? Yes or no? 8 is just an extra part of the wall above the ladder. But is it part of the height of the whole wall? Yes. All right, so let's go do Pythagorean Theorem. This is side C. Yes? Okay, so a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm going to call this a and this b. So I have 7 squared plus b squared equals 25 squared. Am I going to add or am I going to subtract? Okay. Am I going to add or am I going to subtract? They gave me c. I'm going to subtract. 25 squared minus 7 squared is 576. What do I have to do that answer? Which is 24. But that is not my answer. 24 is this piece from red to red, from here to here. Do y'all agree? But the question wants the height all the way up the wall. So 24 plus 8 is 32. I had a lot of students miss that question on the STAR test because they didn't add the 8 in. And then I had a few students miss it because they thought 8 was part of the triangle. It's not part of the triangle. Everybody good? All right, your assignment today is just extra questions on this. I will pass out an answer document. It is found on the Google Classroom. So you will just get it done, bring it up to me to check, and then submit your answers.